All right, guys, this time we're going to square up the motor, get the cross member put in for the transmission mounted, replace the fuel lines. We're just going to do as much as we can keep doing until I get a little bit of time to make another video out of it for you guys. We're going to keep on working on this thing. And we got to get it done. All right. All right, we're back, guys. I've hired us some help. We pay them with cookie dough and Yoo-hoo. So if you need a job that pays cookie dough and Yoo-hoo, hit me up. We're gonna start bolting stuff on the motor that we don't have to take back off. How exciting is that? All right, I'm gonna get you a wrench and you can loosen all these bolts. So that way we can take this motor plate off and we can, if we take all these motor plate bolts off.
I can't get the very back ones, Daddy.
Yeah, you can. Then we can,
Why did you put the gloves on the back?
Do what?
Why did you put gloves in here?
So we didn't drop parts down in the motor and mess the motor up. Okay. I might have to get you a ratchet or an extension so you don't hit like that, like I just did right there. Don't do that.
What?
So don't hit that part with the handle. Okay. Just take these 4 bolts out right fast. Okay. I might have to go get you an extension. Okay. You got it?
This way?
Yeah. Pull it. You see that clicks and then you pull it to you. Click it. Pull it to you. You got it? Hold it with 2 hands so you don't knock it off. I'm gonna get you an extension too. All right, here you go. Let me get you this. Now you can probably just spin it roundy, roundy, roundy. Hold it, yeah. Hold it like that. Now loosen it. Yep. Now the wrong way. Lefty loosey. There you go. There you go. You got it.
Why ain't it making noise?
Well, it only does that when you're readjusting the ratchet. We don't need it to make the noise.
I got it. It's coming out.
Awesome. Don't drop it. When it gets all the way out, put it in this bag. Okay? All right. I'll get it the rest of the way. You start on the next one. We'll get that off. Yeah. We'll get the motor plate off, and we're going to get cleaned up, and we're going to put the valley cover and we're going to put the valley cover on and the gasket on. Let me turn on the light so you can see. Everybody else seems to be able to see. That probably helps.
Okay.
You got to have lights in this whole video and junk. All right, you got that one?
Almost.
Almost. Well, be careful and not drop it down in the motor, okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, can you get the other one? You can climb on up there. Get the other one. I'm going to get gaskets. And the plate cover here.
Hard.
Do what?
This is hard.
Why is it hard?
Because it's so far away.
Well, climb on up there some more. That's okay. You can climb on up there some more.
Daddy, this is harder.
Well, climb on up there.
Okay. Stay a little thing.
You can get on your knees on this thing.
Again. Wait. Ow.
Yeah. Just don't fall off and bust your head open because then Mama might be mad at us. That better?
Yeah, better.
All right.
Not really, but I can do it.
I gotta find the parts plan. It's over here.
I can't spin it. Daddy, can I just do it with my fingers?
If you got it loose enough to do with your finger, you can do it with your finger.
Okay, let me see if I got this finger loose enough. Yeah, I don't know. I should do it. Daddy.
Yeah, if it's loose enough to do it with your finger, do it with your finger.
Okay. Because I don't feel like reading this far. Okay, it should be loose enough.
Hey, I don't know that I have the O-rings for that. That is going to be
Daddy, you can
not
do.
good.
Oh, wait, my stomach.
Do what?
I didn't say anything, Daddy.
Okay.
I just said I was going to get on my stomach. Okay, got one.
Okay. Is that all four? Or
Nope.
you got one more?
One more. I can't get this back.
You had to climb. I ain't got climbed up there and loosened them up yet for you though. You might have to climb on up there farther for that. Let me get up there and loosen them, and then you can climb up there some more.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Don't crash.
I'm not. This is Daddy climbing their ladder.
Well, you forgot that one.
Yeah, you told me. Daddy, I want to get that one.
Okay, well, I'm going to loosen all of them, and that way you can get all of them. Easy on the firewall that we just painted.
Huh? Was you talking to yourself?
Yeah, I do that a lot. Okay,
What
now
did
there's
you
three
say?
up there. Get them three out, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to keep looking for O-rings. I think I might have to get some more O-rings.
Daddy, I don't
have.
think I could reach that far to get those other two.
You don't?
No. I'm not long enough like Kim away.
Okay. Climb on up there some more.
You've been telling me that. I feel like till we got up here. Hey guys. Right now I'm untwisting whatever this thing is. I'm untwisting some screws.
Those are the bolts that hold the valley pan on, Haven.
I'm holding the.
Or that's the actual lift plate. We got to put the valley pan on.
I'm unscrewing the valley something. Here's the bag. Here you go, Dada.
Okay, thank you.
I'll wait right there.
Thank you. I'm going to put it in the bag so we don't lose it.
I can't reach this far, Daddy. Daddy, I can't reach this far. Ooh, this really easy.
Well, that ain't going to work. Well, we don't have the right gaskets to put that back on. I don't know where they're at. You would have thought that when you bought a gasket kit, it would have came with those gaskets. You got them?
Yeah, I gotta send me one more.
Okay, thank you.
Just one more, Dada. Then I should be able. Not reach this one. I think my microphone fell off because I was trying to do this and it must have hit that.
Okay.
I could look for it. I'm good at looking for things. One time I found Mommy's back to her earring and let me put this thing on. There we go. That's better.
Did you get it all off?
Yes.
Perfect. Look at that.
Okay. Why do you have a crown but trash bag?
Well, that's so we didn't drop nothing down in the motor.
Do you want me to get all this gloves and stuff out?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I got to find us some O-rings. All right. You can get down.
Oh, finally. Thank goodness.
Just for a minute.
Finally. I can get down and go drink some water.
Yeah. Go drink your water.
This is a kid who can't reach tape. Good grief. How do I get this thing
Well, that piece ain't bolted down yet. You can just pick it up and bring it closer to you.
Okay. This is a kid who has struggled on doing tape.
Yeah, we hadn't bolted it down yet because we don't have the right O-rings, because obviously the kit we ordered did not come with the right O-rings. Imagine that.
How do I get this thing off of here?
All right, I'm gonna find. After I knock all the stuff in the floor, I'm gonna find something to clean the power steering pump up.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I can't.
You need me to get it?
Yes.
Here we go. That'll just hang out right there until
Since we don't have the bolt, maybe we could tape it.
Yeah. All right.
But we're not gonna tape it. Right, Dada?
Right.
Okay, what's up next?
Well,
What do we
now
have
we're
to
gonna go
do
find
next?
some parts to clean and paint.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, since we're waiting on parts, I got to get up to the parts house tomorrow for the O-rings that my kit didn't come with. We're gonna put this here cross member in. I bought this cross member a long time ago when I was putting a 4L80 in this thing, and I have just came to the realizations that it is not going to fit with a 6L80, because you stick it in here and it is like, I mean, that's got to come down probably a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch, but that is still 3 days from fitting anything. Like, you are 3 days from fitting anything right there. So, and I still don't really like how it bolts on the sides right here, because then, you know, there's a way to get those to get knocked off. And I thought about flipping it over, but then I think the exhaust is going to be close to the floor if I flip it over, and it's going to look stupid. Because I think if I stick it in there like that, which is closer, but then I think the exhaust is gonna be an issue. Like, it just really needs to go like straight across right there and bolt in there. But then all these fuel lines is gonna be in the way if I do that, I think. I don't know, it might clear that fuel line. Let me try to do this without knocking you guys over. I don't know. No, that ain't fitting right there either. It's not, the bolt holes ain't gonna line up. So that ain't gonna fit like that. I don't know. Let's flip it back over. I just feel like we might just have to make a new one. I don't want to, but like, I tried to look and there's nobody got one for a 6L80. So I don't know. But see, now it's like 3 days from touching anything. And it's like 3 days from touching anything right there. So I don't know what the problem's gonna be in here. But I don't like that. I really think it just needs to go straight across. Or it needs to come straight and then have a little droop in it right there for that. I guess I need to get the tape measure. We'll probably just make one. So, if anybody's got a square body Chevrolet that needs this really nice cross member for like a Turbo 400 or a Turbo 350 or a 4L60 or 4L80, this thing works great for that. I put with this exact same cross member in a truck that had a 4L60, and it worked. That's why I bought another one, because I liked it, but now it don't fit. Imagine that. Ain't nothing ever simple. All right, well, I'm gonna go get us a tape measure, I reckon. Start making some measurements. All right, I'm back. Got us a tape measure, got a ratchet strap, got the motor squared up. I'm thinking it bolts there, so we could probably use those factory bolt holes and make a bracket to come off of those, and then just come straight out with a piece of tube, and then come out with a piece of tube and go out with a piece of tube and then bend a piece of flat bar to go across it like that. That way it's got a bolt hole in the middle. Then I think that would work. And it would give me, if I went straight across here and straight across here, I'd have all this room for exhaust. And it'd get the exhaust off the floorboard, because that was the problem with it last time. It was really hot. And we didn't like that. So, if that's the case, we need 2 pieces about... No, we can't put it there, because then you ain't going to be able to get a bolt on it. Let's just go 2 pieces 14. We can always cut them down. It's hard to make it longer, but we can cut them down. So we need 2 pieces 14 inches long, and we need some brackets for these, because these... Was that the top or the bottom? Was that bolt back in there? Yeah. I mean, who's to say we couldn't just clup that off and put a piece of tubing on it? I don't know. I can clop it out right there and put a piece of tubing on that, or I can just make a new one. I'm not gonna use that. I mean, I can cut them up. You know what? I drill any holes. That'd be cool. Like, are they the same on each side though? Because that mug right there. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, cool. I like how they made them options for whatever model it had. There is holes on all kinds of stuff up through there. But this was a factory straight drive truck at one time in its life. That's why this hump is so nice, which is cool, because this has only got to come down probably like a ½ inch to get off the thing. But you know, most of them you got to like work on the transmission tunnel and junk. But she was a straight drive, so she's got plenty of room. All right, well, I'm going to go cut 2 pieces, 14 inches, and we're going to figure out about this, if we can just notch this off. And then we just got to figure out about this piece in the middle right here. I could probably just go and bend a piece at work tomorrow if I get their sides done and make a measurement. I'll probably just do that. All right, guys, we're back. I have modified some brackets, and now we're going to try to put these here brackets on. And then we're going to take them back off and modify them some more. Because what we're going to do is put these on, mark it up, test it, and then we're going to trim them up, make them look pretty. As soon as I figure out how to get my fat fingers up in this hole. Like, I'm entirely too fat for this. Oh, God. It's kind of hard to do this. Is that the right nut? That might not be the right nut. Let's get this one. Alright, well, what do we got going on here? Somebody's on the struggle bus here. This is why I don't work on my own stuff. I have stuff that's raggedy, because this is aggravating. And I feel if you're going to do something aggravating, you should be getting paid for it. Not spending money doing it. Alright. Let's try that again. What do I do with the bracket? Here it is. People wonder why it takes so long to do junk. It's been 3 hours trying to put one bolt on. Alright, got one. I just gotta get the other. Alright, there's the other one. Alright, so now we just gotta bolt this thing back down. Probably easier said than actually done, but that's what we're trying to do. That might be about 3 days too far, but maybe not. Alright, yeah, that ain't gonna be bad right there. I have plenty of room for the exhaust. Okay, so now we just gotta find enough bolts to do that same thing to the other side. And then I gotta try to put this bracket on without knocking you guys over. And where's my wrenches? Here they go. Alright. Alright. Now, stick this above this. We're gonna have to chop it down before I can test fit it. Oh, it ain't gonna fit. I guess I just need to measure it so that way I ain't gotta cut it one time. Would be the smart thing to do instead of trying to mark it on both ends. All right, guys, we're back. I've got the cross member made up, and now we're gonna try to bolt this thing in place because the one that I did have didn't fit, so we had to make a new one. And it was just easier to make one than it was to try to find one for a 6L80 evidently. Hot commodity. All right, well, we got to jack the motor back up because obviously it leaked down. I'm entirely too fat for this.
You said there's 33 bolts like down there by the go pedal?
All right, we got her jacked up now. So hopefully we can get some nuts on this thing and put this thing back together. Let's see if we can start this one. That's a good idea. Yeah. Well, hopefully get this.
Now we're taking out all the old feeder lines.
You don't got to loosen it all the way up. Just get them loose. It won't come all the way out. Just loosen it up.
It is loose.
Okay, well then go to the other one. The one in front of it. We had doubled them up. Yeah, just loosen that one up about as much as you had the other one loose.
Okay, I'll
And then we should be able to just slide them off. That's probably pretty good. All right, see if you can pull the hose off. All right, I might have to do that part. Let's see if you got it loose. All right, look at that. And we didn't even make a mess. All right.
Are you starting it?
Oh, I've been started. The people are watching you take off hose clamps right now.
What the world? This is hard, Daddy. This one's hard.
Yeah, some of the flat head ones kind of suck.
They're hard, Daddy. They're hard.
We might have to go find a socket.
Okay.
Now you can use the ratchet. That work better?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I have to take it all the way out.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Can I take it all the way out?
I don't think it'll come all the way out. Just loosen it up a little bit. All right, now get these other two.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
Why is it gonna be hard? I get the one in front of it. And then we'll yank them out of the way. Alright. Now I'm gonna take the nut off of the fuel pump so that we can get the fuel pump out and out of the way. So we can put all new fuel lines and fuel pumps on this car. I guess we should have got some dikes for that zip tie. Okay. Man, that thing is stuck.
Daddy, I don't think I can hold it anymore. It's starting it now.
I don't know why this won't come loose. This thing is stuck. Oh, here we go.
Daddy's doing something.
We might get drowned this time. We might get drowned. Maybe not. Yeah, it's definitely making a mess. Alright. Watch out, Haven. Watch out.
Okay, do I undo?
Alright, yep, we didn't even make a mess. Look at that. How convenient.
Do I press it?
Yeah, you can stop it now. We got. Alright, guys. We're back now that the little one has got all of the old fuel lines off the passenger side. And we got them ripped out and got them out of the way. And now, looking at it, the feed for the fuel rails on the driver's side, the tanks on the driver's side, and there's nothing else on the driver's side but this one wiring harness. So I think it's going to be so much more simpler just to put the new fuel line down the driver's side because there's nothing over there and everything's on that side. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hard line it from the front to the back, and then we'll put a rubber line from the fuel filter to the tank. We'll have two rubber lines because we got a fuel filter that's got the regulator. If you're running a non-return style fuel rail, you've got to have one of these fuel filters. It's got the fuel pressure regulator built into the fuel filter. And they're factory, you can get one like factory Corvette, or like these are aftermarket ones from like the AC Delco one or the Speedway one. This one actually comes from like the Speedway people. But you can, there's a bunch of different people repopping these things nowadays. Now, I don't know, I'm sure there's different qualities. I'm sure you can buy like a cheapy one, but like this is your fuel pressure regulator. So you might want to get a decent quality one. Like I've used the Speedway one. It's not that expensive. It's a little bit cheaper than the AC Delco one, but I mean the AC Delco one works good too. It just depends on what you're going for. But we're going to bolt that somewhere right in there, I am thinking, because there's a nice factory hole that we can use and not have to drill nothing, which would be amazing. And then we just got to run the big line is the end for from the tank, and then the little one is going to be the return. And it came with all these, or it didn't come with these, but I bought these little adapters to go to an AM style fitting and stuff, which is pretty nice to have, even though I don't think that I need that, because if I hardline it right there, I have the thing to just push that in there. So I don't think that I even need this fitting on this side. I think I just need the fittings on the other side. Put this back in the bag. Save it for later. So I can make the hard line just go straight into that. Okay. And I'm just going to screw these together for mocking it up purposes right now. Like, we'll go back and tighten them down. And these quick connects, there's a lot of people use the push lock. It's got a push and a little plastic clip on them. And then there's a couple different companies now that make the one where it's got like a little aluminum collar. Put it on and it slides over and tightens it down. Use these. Don't use the push lock one with the plastic, because them things leak. I mean, they might last for a little while, but they're going to give trouble. So don't use those. But that just adapts it to it right there. That way you can run two lines right on the end of it. And then we just got to run it up to the fuel pump. That'll be pretty convenient. All right, well, we should be able to find us a bolt and a nut from that right there. And we'll get that bolted down on there. Because I can right there with a nut, put that right on there. I got this cool little thing that I got from the nutsandbolts.com people. And I think that's going to work great. We'll just dig that out and get us the right size bolt. All right, let's get to it. Here comes my helper. All right, we're back. We're going to put this fuel filter up on here. I got me a little partner. She's going to help us out. All right, Haven. I'm going to stick this through the hole, and then you put the washer and the nut on, okay?
Move, mosquito. Don't stop it, mosquito. These are mine. They're dirty.
Okay.
Don't move these. I'm gonna put them right there.
All right. Can you put the washer and the nut on?
Yeah.
Put the washer on first, and then put the nut. Okay?
So I put this on first?
Yeah, right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Now twist it.
No, you just slide it up on there, and then put the nut on. That's a lock washer that holds the nut tight. All right, you got it on there? All right, now we got to tighten it down, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I found another one of them. It's just littler, and one's big.
All right, you going to work the ratchet?
Hmm?
You going to work the ratchet?
How?
Just put it on there and tighten it. There you go.
What? Daddy, move your hand.
Well, I got to get it a little tighter. The ratchet ain't ratcheting.
What do you do?
All right. Is it tight?
Twist it. I can't push it down anymore.
Well, that means you might got it tight. Let's check it.
Good. Daddy, do you need this? Can I have this?
Oh, yeah, you got it pretty tight. It's pretty snug.
Daddy, do you
All
need
right.
this?
We'll pull it out just
Daddy.
a little, give it a little bit of movement.
Daddy, do you need this?
No, I do not need that, actually.
Can I have it?
No, you can't have that one. We got to put that one back in the box. Okay? All right. Now we should be able to get us some metal line. I think it might be in the gray truck.
So I can't have this one?
And the roller might be.
Daddy, this is the same one. So can I?
Yeah, you can have that one. Okay. Let's cut this off. And go get some metal lines.
Okay, you go get some metal lines, but I have no idea what those are.
All right. I've got this cool roll of aluminum fuel line. I like this stuff. It's really easy to work with. Stainless is really nice too, but stainless costs a lot more. And stainless is kind of hard to flare. It's real soft, but aluminum's soft too. But this stuff's just really affordable. I got a roll of this stuff, and we've got this funny looking contraptional thing right here that makes a round roll straight rods. So we're gonna get the little one to help us straighten this stuff out. So that way, because we need a long enough piece to reach the back of the truck to the front of the truck.
Whoa, a doorless. That sounds weird. That sounds weird.
You just get it, roll it out, and get it as straight as you can, and then you just start rolling this little thing. Slides on the end of it. And you kind of just roll it up and down through there, and it makes it straight.
And it makes it big.
All right. Ooh.
Whoa. Daddy, watch it.
All right.
I have to do it back and forth.
All right. Now this thing right here kind of just crams up on here. Okay. And now you don't run it all the way off the end, okay? Don't run it all the way off the end, but run it all the way up to me, okay? And just walk back and forth with it. Hold on to it. You hold on to this, okay? And I'll go up here. All right, now just pull it down through there. It's all the way to me. All the way to me. All the way to me. Okay, you'll have to do it 2 or 3 times to get it straight enough we can work with. Okay? Okay, now pull it back and do it again. All the way to the end. That straightens it out.
Now I'll put it to you.
Yeah, push it back to me.
This is boring.
Well, I'm sorry, but we gotta do it if we're gonna make the truck run.
Finer. You know what's finer?
What?
Finer is this. Screwing things back together.
Yeah, putting stuff back together is a lot more entertaining, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Screwing things. Not doing this.
All right. Well, let's see if this piece is long enough to reach back there. Okay, can you take this piece back there to where we just put that fuel filter on it?
All the way back.
Yeah, hold this right there. Just see if it's long enough. Is it gonna make the fuel filter? Haven, you done passed the fuel filter,
What?
ain't you? Ain't it right there?
Right here?
Where's that thing we just bolted on? Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that should be long enough. We'll cut it off a little extra so that way we got a little extra to play with. But that should be long enough, and then we can straighten it out some more. All right, guys. Well, now that we've got our fuel line straightened out, my little partner helped me get that straightened out pretty good. Now I'm gonna flare the end of this, and then it should clip straight into the end of the fuel filter. We don't have to have an adapter or anything on that end. I've got a tool that I've got from it's the Master Cool little brake line tool. Makes brake lines, transmission lines, fuel lines. It's got adapters for all kinds of lines, and it'll make the little quick connects for GM fuel lines, and it'll make GM quick connect transmission lines too. And I'm just going to use that right here, right fast, to make that, and it'll clip right on the end of it. This is a Master Cool or something. I got mine from the Matco guy, but you could probably get it cheaper on the intro webs, to be perfectly honest with you. You just slide these little dies in here, and then there's a little stop, so it automatically knows how long you lined a piece of tubing up to the thing, and then you slide this in till it hits the stop, and then you tighten it all down. Well, I guess we need to get the piece of bracket all the way at the back. Okay, and then you tighten it all down. Make sure it's good and tight so it don't slide. Okay, and then you just pull it out, make sure it's flush with the thing. You gotta run the thing out here. This twists and it slides up and down on there. Now I like to put just a little bit of lube on it so it comes back apart. Makes a lot more sense to do that anyway. And it comes back apart a little easier instead of having to fight it. That's probably going to fall off the floor. Okay, I mean, you just keep twisting this until it slides up in there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Guess I probably should have got that ready ahead of time. And then you just screw it back up on there till it gets started on the thing. And then you just turn this here little knob and then ram it up in there. And you'll feel it get a little tight, and don't overdo it because you can put it too tight and then it won't want to it'll be hard. I mean, the fitting will still fit. It just will make it hard to actually get it to come off of. Well, there it is. All right, and then you just loosen it back up, slide it out the end. Don't let it pop you in the face. And see, it made this nice little quick neck knurl right on the end. And I've never actually tried to clip it into the fuel rail, but I've clipped it on all the other things in all before, and it makes on every other fitting in the world. So I'm going to go get one of the little quick connect things, and we're going to compare it right fast, just to be on the safe side. All right. Look at that. It is the exact same. So I guess it will clip into the fuel rail pretty nicely. Alright, well, let's spin this around, stick it in there, and start bending this line to fit the chassis and bolting it down. Alright, I'm back, and I got everything reset up. Now we're going to see, it should clip into here, and we're going to run it down and run it straight down through here. We'll have to put a little bend in it where we welded the truck together. And then when we get up there to the front, we're going to figure out if we're going to run it all the way to the firewall, or we're going to turn, like on a factory Chevrolet that you take the motor out of, they turn and run across the the bottom of the floor pan and go across and go up the back side of the transmission to keep the fuel lines away from the exhaust and keep it out of the way of the exhaust and stuff, keep it out of the heat and stuff. So we might try to do something like that, or we might run it up the firewall, or run it up the side of the firewall, or run it all the way to the front. We'll figure that out after we get there. Well, oh yeah, there we go. We clipped her in there. All right. And then 2 in that, like that. Keep that straight, like that. But we're gonna bend it. I'll probably put a bend in it right there, so that way that folds down. That way that looks nice and straight. I can put a clamp in that hole right there. And then I can put a clamp in that hole right there. And we can keep on working on. Look at that. That would be cool. How convenient. Alright, well now we're going to go get some bolts. We're going to put a clamp there, there, and we're going to keep working our way up the end. Alright, got us some nuts and bolts and washers and junk like that to work with. Now I prefer these little P-clamps like this, the P-clamps that are coated with the little rubber. They seem to hold up a little better than the ones that's got the little rubber thing folded around them and stuff. Now, I use the little ones that's got the rubber thing folded around them because those are about the ones you can buy in town, and they're the relatively easiest ones to come by. But when you have the chance to get the ones that are fully coated, get those. They cost a little bit more, but they last so much longer. The other ones will get oil in them and swell up, and they just don't look as good. Use these. They cost a little bit more, but it's worth it. I mean, I literally got like 25 of these things off like the Amazon for like $17 or something. And we're not going to use 25 of them in this truck, so they'll last for a while. Right, look at that. We'll get that tightened down here in a minute, but that gets us jisted up enough that we can keep on moving down. I'm going to just try to use as many factory holes as I can. I'm going to probably put one right there anyway, and then I'll put one right there. I kind of like to overkill the fuel line because that's pretty important. You don't want that rub it on something getting a hole in it. I ain't kidding. sure that's straight and clamped in there good. I think it is. I don't think it can move. I don't know that it's going to leak, but we'll check it and see. Alright. Now, see, now here comes the fun part about this whole video and thing. Now I'm probably going to have to renegotiate everything I do so y'all can see. That's the thing about having a truck that's 12 miles long, guys. It takes a brief minute to put fuel lines on this thing. I ain't lying. Alright, right here we got to put just a little bit of bend in it to clear the where we put it together right there. Okay, and then we're going to have to pick it up a little to clear the cross member. I think I'm going to have to cut it off some more because it's still like 12 miles too long. And I've got it bound up, so I don't think I'm going to be able to bend it too much more. Unless I go get my handheld bender. Let me try that. Alright, well we cut it off some and we got this kind of bent around a little bit here. Over here I probably get a clamp right there. And then on the other side of this cross member, probably get one right here. And that way that gets it up out of the way of this here cross member. Alright, back to our fuel lines. Plumb perfect. Alright, now we'll go on down, make sure that is not in the way of any said little bolts. And straighten it out a little. And that should go right there. Put a loop in it right there to cover that piece of scab. See, technically, I mean, this thing looks long, guys, but we technically only made the truck this much longer. That's all. It looks really long, but whatever the width of one of the back doors is all we really made the truck. It's like 33 inches or something. We didn't make it that much longer. It looks really long, but it's not really that much longer. Okay, I guess I need to go get more bolts. Alright, got y'all repositioned again so y'all can see what we're doing. I need to get me some more bolts. Again. And let me just tell you guys about the bolt situation. For years, I bought my bolts at the Tractor Supply. They were like the cheapest people in town to buy bolts at a quantity. But the older I get, the nutsandbolts.com people is where it's at. I'm not sponsored by them guys or anything, but them people's where it's at. Because 90% of the time, it will be about the same price as you get them from the Tractor Supply, if not cheaper. And you ain't even got to drive the tank. Like, they'll ship it to you. And when you buy something from them, they give you this little barcode that you can put on your bolt bin. So when you're out of them, you just take a picture of it, and it adds it to the cart for you. Like, that's where it's at. The older I get, the more I hate going to town. The more I hate being around people. So, I can just get it delivered. And, like I said, it comes with this cool barcode. So, that if you put it on your bolt bin, when you see you're running low on them, you just take a picture. It adds it to the cart. All you gotta do is hit pay. Convenient. It's like a convenience store, but better. Look at that. How convenient. Alright, now we got two. Put a little knurl in it right there. Just put another little knurl in it. Right there. That gets it just out of the way. Enough. That clear. Okay, now we're running out of hole options here. Let's see. We might actually have to drill some holes in this. Nope, there's one. All right, we can go there with one, and then I want to try to make it go up and turn, so that way I can just put a hose on the end of it. I don't know. I guess I need to take that old shifter piece out. We're not going to be using that anymore. Alright, well, let's get it to right here, and then we'll figure out about that situation. Fuel line obtained. So now, yeah, I'm thinking we can just take this off and do away with this. And then I'm going to try to make it go out, up, straight like that, and then turn like a 90 so I can flare a fitting on the end of it. Even though I should have probably flared the fitting on the end of it before I get too carried away with that. And I don't know that I can clamp that down like I need to. So we might have to do some investigating on this. I might have to get more tools. I'm entirely too fat for this. That would be a close in to the chest. Well, I guess it would be the matter though. I might have to get an actual tool that bends it, but I guess that works. Imagine that. Alright, well, I'll have to get my bender, so we're going to move on to something else that we can get done. Well, I bring my bender home tomorrow, bend that, and we'll be good. We're going to get a new transmission band, because that thing is rusty. No, if it's far from having a hole in it, we're going to get us a new one of those. Alright guys, we're back, and I have proceeded to get my tubing bender from work, and then I also remembered that I had this cool bulkhead fitting. So instead of just bending it and putting a clamp on it, I drilled it and put a sweet bulkhead fitting right there. Actually, I had to go track down a drill bit from Cody because I didn't have one of those big enough here. But we got it handled now, okay? So we put us a cool bulkhead right there. We can just put the line on it, run it straight across. That way it's up above and out of the way of the exhaust. It goes up the back of the transmission, right up to the back of the motor, just like it would have been on the 2010 truck that we took it out of. I bent a nice little U right here. That's going to bend again and screw right into that. But we've got to put a fitting to screw into the 6AN, a hard line fitting on here. That we're going to use the cool master tool, cool little tool thing again that we had yesterday. Or, yeah, yesterday. Using it for the other thing. And we will crimp the, it's just a little nut and a ferrule. You put the nut on, you slide the ferrule on, like that right there. And then you crimp it on there just like a brake line. You crimp it just like you do a brake line, except it's big. Slide it through the thing just like you did on the other one. It's got the little stop just like it did the other one. Everything's the exact same as it was on the other one. We just use a different die. Alright, open that out the way. Slide this here unit in. Screw it in there a little bit. Hit it with the little die. And then you change that out and put the cone on it. And the cone matches a little spot in the end of it. And then it should just fit right on the end. Alright, after you drop all the little pieces on the floor, and then have to go put them back up. And then it makes this nice little pretty fitting. See? Now we have to straighten our line that we just bent back out. And then bend it enough to make it fit. It should be good. Oh, I hope I didn't knock you guys over. If I did, I'm sorry. Alright. Don't really know what to do with my nuts. Here we go. Alright, we got to screw this back on right here. A little whoop-de-doo, that makes that look kind of straight. And then put that back on. And then put that back on. Alright. And then we should have to put just a little bend in that. Like that. And then that should look at that. We will. Give me a little wrench. I got a little adjustable wrench right here. That'll probably work. Alright, and then we'll put a little bend in it like that. Get it off the chassis. And then look at it. It's got a nice little loop, loop, loop. And it fits. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to try to move you guys around without just giving y'all dizziness just to see. See how it made a little bend in it? And then it's got a little fitting. And it's going to shoot straight across. Look at that. Alright, now we got to clean our mess up and move on to something else. Alright guys, well now that we have the fuel line changed, we got the new fuel line on, we got the cross member put in, now we can continue with bolting the stuff on the motor. I'm probably going to set the intake on the next one, go ahead and make the fuel line going up to it, and then maybe start, I don't know, trying to fit the wiring harness in some places, maybe seeing how we can route that and get that all put together. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I know a couple of these here videos down through here, they're kind of time consuming and kind of boring, but we got to do it. It's all got to be done to make this TURRD run. So I'm just going to try to break them up into little pieces so that way I don't have a 12-hour long video of a bunch of boring stuff. All right, well, thank y'all for watching. Please keep watching and keep subscribed. And like and share to your friends and get them to subscribe. And we'll see if we can't continue to polish this TURRD. And maybe we can make it run. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.